pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. Commissioners here for the April 21st meeting. Like record to show that all three commissioners are present, the county attorney and the auditor. So at this point in time, a couple things we want to kind of start out with right here is we have a couple ordinances. Want to get some readings done on those. This first one here, Dawn brought to us for the on the elections concerning. Let's see if we get these separate here. Our redistricting. Does that be a fair way to say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just the one township.
Yeah, just the one.
We'll be splitting Richland Township, making a new division on that, but we have to have an ordinance for that. And for the sake of helping out Dawn with getting her paperwork in, the minutes and everything else, I was requested to have all three readings tonight, if that's meets with approval.
Yep.
Okay. Have a motion for that.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, motion made and seconded to have all three readings tonight. All in favor? Okay, carries 3-0. I'll read the first one. I have a motion to have the second and third readings by title only.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Motion carried. Okay, first reading. Fulton County Board of Commissioners on ordinance 0421-2025. Short title, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the County of Fulton, State of Indiana, establishing it by its order of boundaries of election districts within Fulton County, Indiana. Whereas Indiana IC Code 3111.5 requires each county within the state of Indiana to establish voter precincts. And whereas the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, herein the commissioners pursuant to IC Code 36-2-3-4, are required to divide the county into 4 districts that are, is that right?
It's 4 districts for the council and 3 for the
The
commissioners.
commissioners, okay. All right, to divide the county into 4 districts that are comprised of contiguous territory and are responsible compact and contain nearly equal population for election to and membership in the county fiscal body. And whereas the Indiana Code 3-5-10-7.1 requires each county within the state of Indiana to redistrict and recertify districts if said districts were not in compliance with Indiana Code 3-11-1.5, and whereas Fulton County, Indiana desires to modify and redistrict certain election districts in the effort to balance the population of the respective districts according to 2020 census data. Section 1. Now therefore be it ordained and ordered by the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County, State of Indiana, pursuant to IC Code 36-2-3-4, that the Fulton County, Indiana be divided into 4 county council election districts are as follows. District 1 shall consist of the following voting precincts: Albany 9, Wayne 17, Liberty 13, Richland 15 West, and Union 16. District 2 shall consist of the following voting precincts: Henry 1, Newcastle, Henry 2, Richland 15 East, and Henry 3. District 3 shall consist of the following voting precincts: District 1, Rochester 1, Rochester 2, Rochester 3, and Rochester 4. District 4 will consist of the following precincts: Rochester 5, Rochester 6, Rochester 7, and Rochester 8. Section 2. A copy of this ordinance shall be filed with the clerk of the circuit court and the clerk of Fulton County, Indiana. Section 3. The ordinance shall be in full force and effective upon its adoption. All ordinance and parts thereof in conflict herewith are hereby repealed. And this is passed and adopted, and this is the end of the first reading. So, do I hear a Any discussion on this? If not, do I hear a motion to accept it? Approve it?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, motion made and second to approve the first reading. All in favor? Motion carries. I'd like to go on, if it's okay, going with the second reading. Okay, by title only. Fulton County Board of Commissioners, the ordinance of 04212025, short title, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of Fulton, of the County of Fulton, in state of Indiana, establishing by its order the boundaries of the election districts within Fulton County, Indiana. And this is for the reading of the second. All those in favor of this ordinance? You motion in favor?
So moved.
Second?
Okay, motion made and second to approve this. Okay, carries 3-0. And we'll leave the third reading here for just a minute. We've got another ordinance here that we have for our grant approval application. And can I have a motion to approve this to be read by title only?
For the third reading,
For the
right?
third reading.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the motion for the grant approval form and application to be on the third reading to be by title only. All made the motion, okay, you got that made, okay, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay, by title only, ordinance number 04072025, Fulton County Board of Commissioners and Fulton County Council. An ordinance adapting a Fulton County grant approval and administration policy. Okay, all in favor of this policy?
I'll make the motion to approve the ordinance.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion made, seconded to approve the ordinance, number 04072025. All in favor? Motion carries. That's our third reading there. Now go back to the third reading for the redistricting and reading by title only. Fulton County Board of Commissioners, ordinance 04212025, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the County of Fulton, State of Indiana, establishing by its order the boundaries of the election districts within Fulton County, Indiana. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the ordinance. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, that's all three readings on that, and the others, so Dawn, you're in good shape there.
Thank you.
Okay. With that, we'll go on one more here to get the ordinance for vacating public alleyways and streets. How many readings have we had on this, Kathy? Or do
We haven't had no
We
readings.
haven't had any, have we?
No.
Okay. I'll go through and get the first reading here, and then we can go from there.
Okay, I think we got a gentleman.
We've got a gentleman here that will, if we get done here, may want to speak on this. If that works. The ordinance is ordinance vacating public alleyways and streets, north, south, and east-west alleys and streets within the original and subsequent plats of the County of Indiana, of Fulton, Indiana, Albany Township, Fulton County, Indiana. Ordinance number 04212025. And I hope I don't mispronounce your name too badly.
You can call me Jerry.
Okay.
I go by Jerry, yeah.
I
My name's
appreciate
head out a little,
that.
yeah. It's head out a little, but I go by Jerry.
Okay,
Hey Dave, add the letter A to that ordinance number, because we've already used that ordinance on the,
okay. At the end?
yeah. So it's 04212025A.
Okay, ordinance number 04212025A. Whereas Jerry Robles, on a petition of a partial alleyway and a partial street located in the original and subsequent plat of the County of Fulton in Albany Township, Fulton County, Indiana. The description of the alleyway to be vacated is an approximate 12-foot wide and 95 feet in length partial alleyway running east and west, lying directly between lots 66 and 41 marshland and lots 65 and 42 marshland. Approximate 10-foot wide and 250 feet in length alleyway running north and south directly between lots 66 and 65 marshland and between lots 41 and 42 marshland. A 20-foot wide and approximately 246 feet in length partial street named West Street lying directly west of lots 41 marshland, following east with 25 feet in width and approximately 165 feet in length, partial street north of lots 41 and 66 in marshland. Whereas a public notice of a public hearing was published in the Rochester Sentinel, and I don't have the dates on that. Do you have the dates on that when it was published?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay,
I haven't seen anything on
the dates aren't on this one.
It's on the back, it's on the back page.
Oh, it's on the
Flip it
back page.
I thought I
I
seen it
thought
somewhere.
I did
Flip it on
too,
it.
but,
Yeah.
Flip it on the back,
Okay,
completely on
clear
the back.
over.
It's written in April 21st, I think.
there, yeah, April 21st, 2025. Okay. We got that per state law, and the public hearing was to be held on
April 21st.
April 21st as well, that's today. Okay, to allow interested parties to make their comments and concerns known. Whereas the Indiana Commissioners duly considered the petition and proposed ordinance and determined that the ordinance should be adopted. Therefore, be it ordained that an approximate 12-foot wide, 95-foot in length partial alleyway running east and west, lying directly between lots 61 and 41 marshland and lots 65 and 42 marshland, approximately 10-foot wide, 250 feet in length, alleyway running north and south directly between lots 66 and 65 marshland and between lots 41 and 42 marshland. A 20-foot width and approximately 246 feet in length partial street named West Street, lying directly west of the lots 41 marshland, following east with 25 feet in approximate width and approximate length of 165 feet in length, and partial street north of lots 41 and 66 marshland in the original and subsequent plots or plats of Fulton, Indiana, is hereby declared vacated and subject to the rights of all public utilities currently establishing within said alleyways. And it's now, that would be the first reading. Okay,
I'll make a motion, you do the second reading by title only.
okay, can I have an approval on the first reading?
Don't you have to have a public meeting, public hearing? It could be just
Yeah, you
over
have
to
to open it
close.
up for a public
We
hearing.
have to bring it up for public hearing? Okay. All right, okay, so do we need to go to that now, open a public hearing on it before we can approve it? Okay, at this time, I'd like to open a public hearing on the ordinance for vacating public alleyways and streets here in Fulton County and Aubanabi Township. I do open that with all three commissioners, the county attorney, and the auditor present. Do we have any discussion? Jerry? Do you have anything you want to bring in?
Not really. I mean, I'm just trying to clean the place up, and there's just a bunch of little alleys in between all the stuff I own, just trying to, you know,
Okay?
make it one, basically. It's all,
One contiguous
Yeah,
parcel.
one unified parcel.
yes.
Okay?
And it's all grown up. It's all, old buildings were on it and tore down and left, and just trying to clean the place up, really, is all I'm trying to do. And
That sounds good.
if I could make it a solid chunk and keep people off, you know, walking through here, hey, it's an alley, hey, it's a road, it's, you know, riding their four-wheelers through it, and put some signs up and clean it up.
Okay? Sounds good. Okay, any other public comment? Okay. At this time, then, I'd like to bring the public hearing to a close. All in favor, or?
So moved.
motion?
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to close the public hearing on the vacating of the alleys in Aubanabi Township, Fulton County. All in favor? Okay, motion carries 3-0. Okay, I'd like to go now to the second reading.
I'll make a motion.
We
to
should
do
get
the
second reading.
Second
before that.
reading by title only.
Okay, I'll get these all right here before long. One of these days I'll learn this procedure.
You could.
And we got that? Okay, all in favor? Motion carries 3-0. Okay. Ordinance vacating public alleyways and streets, north, south, east, and west alleyways and streets within the original and subsequent plats of the county of Fulton, Indiana, Aubanabi Township, Fulton County, Indiana. This is for ordinance 04212025A. Okay, do we have a motion to accept this ordinance?
Usually we, on
We'll go-
ordinance
just go
like these,
again.
we do the third one, it's the
Third
next
one,
one, unless it's gotta be done. Are you on a time crunch? Does this gotta be done tonight? It
Okay,
don't-
so we could do the third one then
We'll
next
do the
meeting.
third one, so it'll be done after our next commissioners meeting.
And that's fine, yeah, just.
That
as
way, we
long
like to give
as-
the public time, now that it's been out, we got the ordinance, if somebody needs to come in.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
That we will do.
You guys good with that?
That's what we should do.
Okay,
so then I should just attend the next commissioners meeting, will it be on the
That's a
next?
day, that's a day meeting,
yeah, it is.
That's a day meeting, I could make arrangements if I need be, so as long as I.
May the fifth,
make
I
that.
mean,
9 o'clock.
unless you think somebody's gonna
Unless-
object to it, we're gonna just do it unless somebody objects, or,
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, like, I own both sides of each one of those except one little alley.
so there'd
And
only
they're
be
not
one
here.
person that would object that you could see of.
Yeah, so I had sent them a letter the first time I came and you guys did nothing about it, and then I'd sent them another letter for tonight.
So they never showed
They
up.
never
They
showed.
didn't show up again today, and that is the shortest alley on the far, east side of the property. All the other ones I own both sides.
Would there be a problem when we have the third reading?
I don't know, we usually don't do it
We
though, it's up to
don't.
Brian.
I'd wait on this.
Wait on this
Yeah,
one,
just-
okay.
Just to be on the
Wait
safe
one
side.
more, okay.
Yeah, it's not an issue to wait. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that,
All right.
I don't think it'd be a big deal, but I can make arrangements to be here May fifth.
Okay,
May the fifth,
All
9
right.
o'clock's the next meeting.
all right, well, we got that one. Bring that to the next meeting, so, looks like that we got through our grants. Now we're ready to go on with, department updates. John?
Good evening, John.
Don't have a whole lot tonight. I do have a permit request from Dwayne Davis. He's requesting to a permit, and he's gonna have Ty Lewis bore a 4-inch pipe across Geist Park Road, Bruce Lake, at 11355 West Geist Park Road. He's wanting to drain water on the other, he owns both sides of the road. He's got a little water that stands on the north side, and he's just wanting to drain it to the south side and down through his yard to the lake, so.
Just look at these born, if there's no problem.
No, I didn't see any issues with it whatsoever.
On what permit number is
Oh,
that?
I'm sorry, 2516.
Okay, you guys, motion made,
I'll make the motion to approve John's permit.
Second.
okay, motion made and seconded to approve permit 2516. All in favor? Motion carries. Rio,
So the guys have been patching holes, grading roads, we've been laying millings. I think we've got about 5 miles of the millings laid out of the 10 that we plan to put down. We was gonna start culvert replacement and a dig out over on 250 South today. They're west of Kiwanis, which is part of our community crossings, but we couldn't get, the locate company didn't work well with us, so we're gonna put it off till next Monday. Get them located till Thursday. But we've got that going on. We went ahead and changed another culvert on 400 South today, so we're still moving forward with all of our road work for the season. I think we're in pretty good shape there. We're on track. We have got one of the 2 Western Stars, we've got it in service. The second one, it's all but finished. I expect it any day. So we'll have both of those trucks in service here soon.
that's good.
And the only other thing I had tonight is, I got a transfer request in for $3,000 from uniform rental to other charges, and this is to pay for CDL training. We didn't budget for that, which is something we probably ought to do next year. But we didn't plan ahead for that, so we need to shift a little money over. We should be fine with the other accounts.
That's good.
That's really all I have, unless you guys have any questions.
Wow,
That's
that was
good.
pretty easy, wasn't it?
Appreciate it. That was easy, John.
Yeah,
Thank you, John.
I told you.
Yeah,
Take note, Travis.
Yep. He said.
How much time do I have, Holly?
You still only get a minute.
Travis?
I don't have a whole lot at all.
We're not adding to yours just
All right,
because.
fair enough. This morning's count, we had 101 inmates, holding 39 for Grant County, 13 federal, and 1 for DOC. We invoiced for $92,942 in the month of March for holding out-of-county inmates. We've been in contact with, U.S. Marshals actually been in contact with us. We added the Southern District Courts to part of the contract for holding the federal inmates, which the only thing it means is if we've got to do a transport, we're transporting to Indianapolis instead of South Bend. So we're going to have Indianapolis and South Bend. South Bend wasn't utilizing all of their beds, so they reached out to their counterparts in the Southern District. So that's really the only difference that's going to cause for us is it'll be a little longer transport. We're still getting reimbursed at the hourly rate and the mileage and everything. So so it's a win-win for us, really. Correctional week is May 4th through the 10th. We'll be doing things out at the office. Law enforcement week's the following week, the 11th through the 16th. So I will be sending stuff out probably next week with events and schedules and things. We'd like everybody to come on out. It's always a good time out there, especially during those 2 weeks. We hired 2 new merit deputies. The merit board approved them on Friday at our meeting. They were the 2 positions that were open last month from resignations. Clark Croft, he is a reserve, been reserve with us for several years, was the one. And then Aaron Zimmerman, who is currently a Pulaski County deputy, already has the academy, has several years in at Pulaski County. He was approved by the merit board. So with both of them, it should be a pretty smooth field training. Aaron knows how to be a law enforcement officer. He's already got the academy. So it's just a matter of him learning our policies, our CAD system, our county. And then with Clark, he knows all of that stuff. He's just got to get through the academy. So we're excited to welcome them on board. They'll be starting next week. So that's all I have.
Sounds good. Thanks, Travis.
How'd I do?
You didn't have a few seconds left.
Thank you.
Okay. Dawn, do you have anything to add?
No, just this stuff, that's it.
Julie?
They don't, unless you want an update.
It's up to you.
But we have food truck ordinance, will be read at city council tomorrow, which will be food truck / special events. And Dora is in process, so we'll have things to work on soon. 2 events this summer, July 19th. And then Nickel Plate will be August 23rd, and I'll do the proper channels on that and get in front and ask for proper permission on what we're looking at. June 10th, I'll do a press release on that here shortly. Okra's coming to town to talk about Main Street and how we're currently at ODAN, and we've been signed up to an aspiring IAMS, and it's a process, and they want to come in and talk to all stakeholders, commissioners, like what it's going to look like and what it's going to take. The Main Street program isn't in the best standing with Governor Braun. I'll look into that to see how it fared, but even if it'll get rearranged a little bit. Okra's important. It might get a new name by June 10th, but we do want to have that date, but I'll get more out on that. And we're going to have it 10:30, mingle and start at 11, Mellow Mug Cafe. Jerry will come to town, we'll talk about it and what kind of commitment we're looking at. And lots of other good stuff. So
Okay.
summer's here,
Sounds good. Thank
going
you.
Thanks,
fast.
Julie.
Yep.
Okay. Transfer requests. Did you guys get a chance to look those over?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. First one is Health Department, $400 rebuying records and $400 transfer to membership and subscriptions. Circuit Court, CT office and copy supply, $96 to postage, $96. County Highway, miscellaneous highway, $349.16 to bridge, 161, $249.16. Drainage board, or drainage, office supply drainage, $169.98. From equipment supply, $169.98. This is vault waiters for working on the ditches. Why you don't go why you just didn't go barefooted out there?
Yeah, it's warm enough
Roll your
now.
pants leg now, just go barefooted. Jail maintenance, appropriations, transfer from appropriations, gas mower, garage and motor, $4.64. To uniform purchased, $4.64. Highway maintenance, uniform rental, $3,000 to other charges for $3,000. Computer maintenance software, $1,200. To continuing education, $1,200. This is prosecutor's office. And county commissioners, published legals, $5.38. To drainage assessment, $5.38. That's all the transfers. Claims. You guys had a chance to go over all the claims?
Yep.
Good with them?
Yep.
Okay, first one, utilities, $30,641.90. Spring 2025 fines and forfeitures. Actually, $616.07 on that one. This one is lit distribution, $849,697.65. Tourism, $8,875. Miscellaneous claims, $650,231.04. Disbursements from March 6, 25 to March 26, 2025 for $49,583.66. April fees, $57,040.76. Disbursements from 3/27/25 to 4/9/25, $4,359.05. Keystone Cooperative, $18,143.95. And the last one is payroll of for 4/18 payroll. Total is $295,162.97 with deductions of $135,489.19. Okay, that takes care of payroll. Now we need, we got an MOU. I'm gonna read through here. It's from the Board of Health to the Parks Department for,
They're doing an MOU like they did with the Extension Office. They're doing it with the Fulton County Park
Parks.
Department for trail improvement.
Okay.
So they just want your,
Our blessing.
our
Your
blessing.
blessing.
Dr. Rayburn finds them, correct?
yeah, Rayburn and,
And-
Dr. Rayburn and,
Bill
Bill
Walsh.
Walsh have already signed it.
Okay.
It's just getting your blessing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the MOU between the Health Department and the Parks Department. All in favor? It carries 3-0.
You don't have to sign
We
it
don't
anywhere,
have to sign
it's
it?
just your,
Hmm.
it's just in the minutes and your blessing.
Okay. And then you guys get a chance to see the minute, or read over the minutes from the last meeting?
Yep. I make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the minutes from April 7th. All in favor? Carries 3-0. All right.
I show we should have had a Niona Lake study resolution.
No, that got pulled.
Okay.
Sorry, you
No,
didn't
you're
get,
fine. You're fine.
he's gonna be here on the May 5th meeting to give you guys a rundown.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I have up here. Any old business?
I do not have any.
Brian? Molly?
Nope.
Okay. Anybody out here have any old business? If not, any new business?
Nope.
Brian?
Yeah, I have a contract here for the windows in the courthouse to do, from Elevatus to do design work and specifications for us. I know the council's looking to, so we can get a pretty accurate estimate for budget time here. Elevatus held this contract, I mean, I think this is the third year that it's been laying out here, for $19,500. And they'll come in, look at everything, do all the drawings, so we can get accurate bids. And we will split that up to the windows that are actual in use and then the ones, the transoms and the round tops, if we want to continue to kind of put it back how it was. So we have that contract. I think
Okay.
Holly's looked that over. You okay with that?
Everything's good with it, Holly? Okay, so, see, we need to approve that and then pass that to council, or, you didn't, you guys approved that the night to go ahead, we could go ahead with this, didn't
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need the contract.
you? Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the contract for Elevatus for $19,500, right specs for the windows.
I'll second that.
okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Carries 3-0. All right, any other new business?
I had one more thing that you guys needed to read and sign. It was in with that paperwork.
Oh, the ordinance.
Yeah.
All in with the ordinance?
It was an order establishing precincts with the maps.
Oh, yeah. It was attached.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be this one right here.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Establishing order of the precincts. Whereas Indiana Code 3-11-1.5 requires the bodies of the precincts to be established and revised in compliance with the directives of said law, and whereas pursuant of IC Code 3-11-1.5, Fulton County, Indiana, and by and through the Board of the County Commissioners is determined that it's necessary and proper to establish and revise the boundaries of said precincts of the county. Now, therefore, be it ordered by the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County, Section 1, Fulton County, by and through the Board of County Commissioners establishes and revises the boundaries of certain precincts within the county. A precinct description and the maps of the boundaries of each precinct submitted to the Indiana Election Division is attached thereto and incorporated within by reference. Section 2. This order becomes effective May 15th, 2025, to recognize the precinct boundaries for which are effective on January 1, 2022, and pursuant to IC Code 3-11-1.5-38.1, and upon the approval of these precincts by the Indiana Election Division, provided that no objection is filed by a voter the county by 10 o'clock noon, by noon 10, or, this is worded funny. No objection is filed by a voter of the county by noon 10 days after the publication of the notice and proposed precinct establishment order. If a timely objection is filed by a voter of the county and the notice of the proposed precinct establishment order has not been timely published to provide a voter of the county within the period provided by the law to file an objection, then this order becomes effective upon the approval of the Indiana Election Commission after the hearing pursuant to IC Code 3-11-1.5. So ordered, this will be the 21st day of April 2025, the Indiana Board of Commissioners. Okay, we have here that, and we have the maps are attached. And do we need to read this back page too that has list of boundaries, or do the maps suffice on that, Dawn?
No, I think the maps suffice in that,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Right, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to establish, for the order establishing the precincts, has been motion made and seconded. All in favor? Carries 3-0. That what you need?
That's what I need. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, any other new business? Okay, if not, do I entertain a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn this meeting. All in favor? Carries 3-0.